Yeah.
Welcome. You are now tuned into Takeover on IntellectualRadio.com, powered by iHeartRadio and Nerve DJs Radio on 108 M WNRV. I'm DJ Double L,
I'm your girl L Boogie, the Green Eyed Bandit.
I'm your boy Devin J,
And it's your boy DJ Billy Hendricks, man. What's going on?
and
and
we
we
are
are the
the
cleanup
Cleanup
squad.
Squad.
Yeah, we in here, y'all.
DJs, and you've tuned into Come Clean Takeover on IntellectualRadio.com and 1081 FM WNRV, Nerve DJs Radio.
Come clean, and take over, radio. Come clean and take over, radio. Come clean and take over, radio. Come clean and take over. See my tree, my family won't hurt no more. Got cars that's bought no. Got a house that can turn to a boat. It's my dream, my dream. Come clean, don't hide them bones. Top spot, you want that throne. Well, this is Come Clean Radio. Say come clean, take over. Say come clean, and take over. Radio. Say come clean and take over. Say come clean and take over.
That sounds like Mike Jones.
Who?
Hey,
Mike
hey.
Jones.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
L Boogie in the place.
Yeah, we're
What's
back.
happening
What's going
today?
on, man?
So today is gonna be a little different. Okay.
What
We're
we
gonna-
on?
Well, today we just gonna talk and we're gonna network with the network.
Network.
That's that
We-
word.
The N word.
We're gonna network with social media. We are gonna have a call in today. So we have some Trust the Process artists calling in all the way from Houston.
H-Town.
Special
H-Town.
guests in the building.
Yes. So we are going to be doing that. So our topic of today, y'all ready?
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll, please.
Yes, building your brand.
Building
Okay.
your
Brand.
brand.
I think that's very, very important.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
important
definitely. A big
Okay.
Key topic for,
key.
yeah.
Major
Yeah.
key.
for a lot of our independent artists.
Yes. So as we know, this show is for the independent artists, is to give them some food for thought, help them get on the path of greatness,
Enlighten them.
right? And to enlighten them. So with that being said, let's just talk about how first of all, what is the brand? What's a brand? What does that mean when people say that's my brand?
You are your brand.
Really.
You are a walking brand. Like how you represent your business is your brand. Like how people perceive that business is like you branding yourself. That's how I see it. So I got to remember, like, I'm a walking billboard.
Right.
So I have to present it well so people can want to buy that product or people want to see, man, where did he get that from? He look nice in that.
Exactly.
Like, man, that
Yeah.
hat right
Exactly.
there. Boy, yeah, that's hot.
Yeah. Like what is that?
I definitely agree with that, man. I think it's what you not only what's in you, but what's on the outside. People pay attention to that, and that's what draws people. Whether it's a hairstyle, how you dress, your tattoos, or stuff like that. It's just about how you carry yourself and want yourself to be known as. Really, I think that's the most important thing. Is knowing yourself, and when you know yourself and know what you're supposed to be, I mean, it's a lot easier to brand yourself, really, because you're not trying, man. You just do it everywhere you go. It's that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you feel about it, L Boogie?
Well,
Because I know you got something to say.
yeah, I do. But I agree 100% with what both of you said, because as you're walking around, you are representing you, and who
Yeah.
better to represent you than you?
Facts.
So when I hear building your brand, I'm talking about your whole purpose,
Mhm.
like behind you, your artistry, whatever the case may be. I think that a lot of times we buy into other people's brand, but we
Mhm.
don't buy into our own brand, And so what I'm trying to
see
do is, I don't know if y'all knew this. I don't even think I brought it. I don't even think I
Talk
told
to
y'all.
us. Let us
See,
know
there goes
what's going
what's up?
on.
She breaking. She
Hey, that's what we
breaking
got these
ground right
mics
here,
for,
y'all.
so we could talk about it, right?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I will be doing A&R for Trust the Process.
Okay.
And yeah.
Oh,
Congratulations.
okay,
as well,
right.
as well as managing my own artist, which is Trap Vibes. But
Shout out Trap.
child,
Trap, trap,
Trap.
trap.
That's what's
Yeah,
Mhm.
up.
so that's
Yeah.
a big thing for me because it's what I wanted to do, but not really about me. It's about what I'm trying to do with these young men with Trust the Process.
Okay.
I'm trying to help them create their own who they are, their own brand. So as recent as lately, as last week, they all have their own image, their own what I should I say, design
Hmm.
that represent who they are, like their own artwork per se. So now, right now down in Houston, at least two of them are walking around with their own clothing on.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's legit.
Just like we had Bully in here last week, right?
Hmm.
So Bully has his own label that he uses,
A
and
record label.
yeah, not label, I'm sorry,
Logo.
logo.
Okay.
Thank you. He has his own logo. So we simply just we created his own little line of clothes. So everything he rocking all weekend while he in Houston, it's got Bully Gang on it. His logo.
So
Oh,
he's
that's
being
dope.
Oh
recognized.
yeah.
They're recognizing the brand.
Yeah.
So when they see that logo, they're gonna attach it to him,
Yes.
his music, and how he conducts business.
Exactly.
So that's like a perfect way to get yourself out. Like I
Mhm.
said, you're a walking billboard,
You're a walking billboard.
and some of these companies will pay to put their
There.
logo
Oh yeah,
brand on
definitely.
Oh
you.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
Seriously.
why
You
not
know?
do it for yourself,
Why
right?
not? Why not?
Facts.
I mean,
I
and
love it.
then it's also supporting each other and their
Hmm.
their brand. I mean, I could walk around with well, Ti said we can't walk around with Gucci on, but let's say Louis Vuitton. I could walk around with that on. Sure, I might have a few pieces, but at the same time, Double L, you got your brand. Like I want to rock his shirt too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I think
know,
that's more important
Tilted
nowadays,
Crown's coming
man.
this
Is
summer, just so
Tilted
y'all
Crown,
know.
shout
Tilted
out,
Crown's coming this
free
summer.
promo.
yeah,
What?
I was just gonna say I think supporting people supporting others' brands is really important. As far as like
That's
you said,
huge.
other than wearing the Gucci and Louis and all that stuff, to wear your own boys stuff is like it's more empowering, and you feel like you spent it on something that's worth. You know what I mean? It's worth
Mhm.
something.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, shout out to my homie Draz. That's gold in your gold t-shirt.
Yes,
Oh yeah,
Draz.
what's
Shout out
good,
to
man?
Draz.
Shout out
Draz
Drash.
got it going on. So, well, what about the building your brand aspect of money, investing
Hmm.
in self?
Man, that's very important. I think any money that you make, at least every time you got to put something away to invest in yourself. I don't care how small it is or how big it is. Anything contributes to making that empire or making what you need official. You know what I mean? I think yeah, honestly, investing in yourself, you have to invest in yourself, especially as an artist. Artists are scared nowadays, I feel like, to invest
Hmm.
not only in just themselves, but in the DJs as well,
Yeah.
because, it, it goes both ways. We help you guys, they help us. We need it's a common ground on that, but they feel like it's a fear, like oh, like we're not going to do our job. But that's not the case. We're here to help. That's why we we do this. We do this to help you guys. I feel like once they realize to, they invest in, that's a whole nother way to expand your music. Just one person. And I think that's very important. Is just investing in the right things, investing in a DJ, investing in
Investing in promo.
promo. Yeah,
Promo.
Like
Promo is definitely
investing in
key.
promo.
promo material, like that shirt that we talked about,
Right.
the Bully Gang. That's
The Bully
promo
Gang shirt. That's
material.
promo.
You
Yeah,
get a banner. That's promo material. You got to invest so people can see your brand. If you don't have that banner, no one's going to know what you do or what company you represent. If you don't have that logo, they can't tie it to anything. They can't tie you to anything.
And
So,
invest smart. Invest smart.
yeah,
Like don't be out here just spending your money on anything.
foolishly.
Right.
yeah.
Right. Do your
So
research before you spend your money.
right there we
Seriously.
go. That's it right there.
Research.
Research.
Yeah.
But it trips me out because I hear people saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna pay $1,500 for this promo packet." Well,
Why not?
why
What you
not?
gonna
Like,
spend this
well,
1500
Yeah,
on
you
then?
right.
spend. Yeah,
And the other thing is, oh, but you want me to give you some promo.
Right.
So you want me to, so let me get this straight. You want me to invest more in you than
You
you
gonna
are
invest
in
in yourself.
I can't
Man,
want it
see,
more than
look,
me want
that's
it.
the
Make
bro.
that make sense.
story of my life,
It
man.
makes no sense.
That's crazy.
But
It's
they don't know because no one has taught them, about that part of the game.
Right.
So they think that they can just put stuff on social media and it's gonna blow up. Nah, you need to get these discs or get them printed with your logo on it. So when people put your CD in, I know people ain't really doing CDs, but even with flash drives, you
Oh,
get a
yeah.
flash drive, you put your logo on that flash drive. Every time that DJ puts in that flash drive, he's gonna see that logo. And
well,
if the
that's
Yep.
music is good, he
Yep.
gonna be like, all right,
All right,
wherever
good,
that
good,
logo is
good.
at, I
Right.
know it's some good music
Right.
coming from
I'm
there.
following that. You know what? It's funny that you mentioned that, DJ, because when I was in South by Southwest, everybody had something going on as far as promo.
Hmm.
Even uh they were passing out their flash drives with their image or their
Yeah.
logo on it and their all their information. Trap Vibes, he took towels that he rolled up. He had a business card in them. He had his name on them, silk screened on there with
Hmm.
his
Nice.
his IG logo and
And see,
stuff,
that's something different.
passing that out at the
Especially if
know
you
it's gonna
hot
be
down
hot.
there.
I was about to say, you
They're gonna
sweating.
need a
Like,
towel.
man, let me
And
get
you
this
walking
off.
around,
I
you got
gotta admit,
1,500 people walking around with your towel wiping their
But
face.
wait,
Everybody gonna
hold
be
on,
seeing it.
hold on. That brings me back to when a football team did that, and all you saw was those towels whirling around.
terrible
Yeah,
towels.
Steelers,
The
man.
yeah.
We
Steelers,
don't like
yeah.
talking
Steelers,
about
yeah.
them though.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan, so I can't say their
Go
name and all.
Patriots.
Shout out
But
to
That's
my
why
you
he
know what I'm
said
talking about.
team.
You know what I'm talking about.
A shout out to my
But
mama.
no, I wanted to
That's
say
my
one.
team.
I wanted to say one thing about the the promo, as like you were saying down at like SXSW and stuff. A star that's like blown up. His album's actually #1 on the hip hop charts right now. His name's The Baby. Literally walked around in a pamper. He walked around in a
I
pamper.
don't know
Wow.
about that.
He
Hey, but I
you
guarantee
gotta-
that got attention.
it got
It-
all the attention,
See?
all of it, and they literally that's
Who is this dude walking around with a
and, uh,
pamper?
and his name's The Baby. It's perfect.
It's
Yeah.
fitting. He
It's-
probably
it's
needed a
honest, some
baby bottle
genius.
too with him, and
Right.
a
You know
rattle.
Yeah, man.
I think that's on the extreme side, but it's for whatever floats your boat. Like to
Right.
each person is
Yeah.
their own, so it's just like whatever. And I'm gonna say you gotta stay true though.
Right.
Whatever you can't just have a gimmick. Like the gimmick,
It works for a minute, and then it's a
It-
fad.
And then
Yeah.
it phases out.
Because you have to
Phase
have
out.
something to come behind that.
Some
You have-
substance.
right. You
right.
had to
You
have
gotta
some
have some
stuff, some
substance.
substance behind that.
Right. So also with building your brand, you also have the networking aspect. So
Yeah.
as far as meeting people, going out, and that's where I guess that's where the like the flash drives or the business cards.
Mhm.
Are business cards a thing of the past?
Well,
Mm.
to me, I
I
think
No.
so.
You do?
Yeah, because I look at people when they do give business cards. Sometimes people will just take them and just throw them somewhere.
You're
Yeah,
right.
you're
I
right.
don't know about that
But
because
yeah.
I do gigs and people still walk up to me and ask me
For
for a
your
business
card.
card.
Yeah.
They
And
still
South by
ask me.
But see-
Southwest, they asked
All-
everywhere.
they still
and I
ask for
thought it was
business
the old
cards.
thing.
I think if
Mhm.
it's like a personal event, like what you like or something like that.
Right.
Not saying it's personal, but like something of
private
your own
event
where
type.
it's only you
Yeah.
and they're coming up to you, that's perfect. But when it's like I feel like when you're in this like SXSW, I feel like you, so many people get so many cards in a day, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's more better to get a social media follow or contact or a number, you
Oh
know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Something where you can
I-
get some interaction and
Yeah.
Oh,
they
Whether
can
it's a
follow what
Snapchat,
you're
who
doing.
cares? Like you
I
know
was
what I
walking
mean?
up to people
Like-
like, you have a card? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna give you my card, but let me see your phone real quick.
Get
I'ma
the
follow
phone
my-
number.
Right,
Call
no,
them.
I'm like,
That's
no, follow me on Instagram.
like-
I'll follow you. Give me your number. Whatever.
sometimes I had a problem. I would collect a lot of business cards, and then I would forget the people that was
They get that
associated to that
right.
business card. So I'm like,
Yeah.
oh man, I had a conversation with this guy, but I don't remember what business it. So
But
it's
see,
like,
And that happens
That
because I got like a
happens.
stack of them like
but
this
see,
on my
Uh-huh.
check
dresser
this
right
out though.
now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring it back.
talk to me.
Devin, you just a ball of inspiration today.
Seriously.
My goodness.
Come on, man, talk to me.
Look,
Talk to me.
you
Let me
just
know.
brought me back. But what if we were building a relationship when we were having a conversation? So to the point where you would be like, I don't remember whose card this is, but it's a card in here that I do remember.
Mhm.
Oh, it's oh boy, I can't let me look. That's a relationship thing,
Mhm.
right? We solidified that.
Right. I think that would happen if the conversation was
If it was lit,
right.
Yeah,
In so many words, if the conversation was lit enough,
they
in
talking
order to
about
make you
everything that you
remember
wanna
who
hear?
they are.
Like tell me.
because you got like a lot of people will talk to you and
Yeah.
not talk about anything.
Oh,
But
yeah,
then
that's
some
okay,
people
I got
will
you.
talk to you and they will hit key points. You'll be like, man, I need to work with you.
Right. And
Like,
see that person, you'll remember their card.
Okay.
yeah.
You'll remember their
Nah, you gonna be like, man, I'm about to text you
Right,
my
That
info.
too.
Yeah.
That too.
So let me call you right now. Save my name and your phone number because I will be reaching back out to you. I'm not no stranger.
Right.
I won't be no stranger. So watch out. You gonna remember this face.
I say
Okay.
9 times out of 10, anybody that I connected with on like a genuine level,
Mhm.
I think it really I ended up getting their number, and it just, people you can hang out with, you
Yeah.
don't just got to talk about
It's a
music,
different
you know what I mean?
bond.
Different.
It's a different
Yeah.
All
bond.
right, that's good. Okay, you guys, we're gonna take us a little small break.
Break,
We're
break,
gonna
Give
we're
me a
gonna
break.
bring in one of the Trust the Process artists.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
Oh,
Trap
yeah.
Vibes with that No Sleep.
Here we go.
I cannot do it. No sleep. Hey, no sleep. I cannot do it. No sleep. Hey. I've been up a whole 48, trying to find a way, trying to fill the plate. On the get back, trying to duck a case. Glock 28 straight up out the freight. Get out the way, you ain't talking cake. It's a marathon, I'm running to the bank. Recycle the blues, ain't talking chase. I reel in the bag, I'm catching bait. In the trenches with the bait on, I'm a fly with no cape on. In the kitchen bagging peas up, I can't front you no work cause you take too long. Me and these don't get along. Late nights ride with the chrome, I ain't going home till the smoke gone. I ain't working packs, it's how the money coming. I'm in the booth and I'm going dummy. Them hundreds poking, yeah, I know you want them. The new money, I can't even count it. Them hundreds sticking like some bubble gum. Got it, my fingers just to separate it. And that's the doctor on the medication. This THC got me elevated. I'm going up like an elevator. No sleep, ay, no sleep. I cannot ever get no sleep, ay, no sleep. I was just down just a minute ago. Now I can never get no sleep, ay, no sleep. I cannot ever get no sleep. Sleeping on it's a bad move. I ain't getting money, I'm in a bad mood. It's a bag on me, got it tattooed. Stack up the bench, the cash rules. I'm on the wake up, I gotta get my cake up. That money keep calling the bag move. I'm a big chaser, can't play about the paper. Bees in the sea, what the dash do? You a broke, can't ask you. I broke down the peas on the last two. My bitch bad, but they mad rude. But we well connected like a chat room. Working on them with the toolie in it. I'm moving work by the mile a minute. They gon' keep asking, wanna know about me, wonder how to protect, got the diamonds in it. Huh? No sleep, ay, no sleep. I cannot ever get no sleep, ay, no sleep. I was just down just a minute ago. Now I can never get no sleep, ay, no sleep. I cannot ever get no sleep.
Yo, we live, yo.
All right, we back. We are back. You are tuned in to Come Clean Radio, the takeover show on IntellectualRadio.com.
Hey, what number can they call if they want to call in?
708-223-953.
Y'all heard
Yeah,
that.
man.
Yes, call in and
Talk
let
to
us
us.
hear what you got to say. Our topic
Call
of
in.
today is building your brand. So, with the brand building, what do you recommend where do you recommend you focus?
All right, wait. Can we just start somewhere?
Okay.
First, I want to start off with when you're branding yourself on social media, you need to make sure that your name is consistent on all platforms. First of all, that is going to make it easy for people to find you.
That's true.
It's going to be hard if you Jack Rabbit over here, then you Rabbit Jack over there, and then you got a whole different name on another platform.
Yeah.
Which is why everything is I am DJ Double L.
I see.
Everything.
You know what?
Branding at its
Twitter,
best right there.
Instagram, Snapchat, all of it. One thing.
That's you know what? I am very guilty of this.
Of what?
Me too.
I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even lie. So I really only mess with like Instagram and Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Mhm.
But my name, like my name on Instagram is Green
Green Eye
Eye Bandit,
Bandit,
no
right.
I in Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but on Twitter, I'm the Eyes of May.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
I'd
gonna
be
be hard for
completely lost
people
trying to find
I
you.
know.
trying to find
Yeah,
you.
But
that's
see,
tough.
that's the
But then those could be two different brands. Like you could be repping something different on Twitter,
yeah.
and then on Instagram you could be repping something else. But
But
if
Yeah.
you got to
I
be
mean,
I just
consistent,
represent one thing, Devin.
you got to be consistent
Life.
on your
Right.
platforms.
yeah.
It'll help you a lot.
So should I change my Twitter?
Yeah.
If you can,
Yeah.
and if
Possible.
that's like
Can
something,
you change your Twitter?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
I
have
think
to
you
as
like?
long as it's available,
yeah.
Hmm.
I
Oh,
think
so
you
I
can
can
change
go in and change
and
my,
check
Oh
and
yeah.
see if that
without
name.
losing my followers and
it.
stuff.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you
I
can do
didn't
that.
know
Yeah.
that.
Well, I thought you can
Honestly,
do it on Instagram.
no, the name changes. Keep them to the minimal. I dealt with
Yeah,
that when I first came in. Kept changing my DJ name. People
they
couldn't
couldn't
find me.
find you.
Then they were like, "Bro, where you at? I thought you were here or there." You know, I'm like, man,
So,
I
how,
finally stuck with it.
how many DJ names have you had?
Ooh, I think I started off with I think man, what was my first
So you
DJ
had to
name?
rebrand yourself multiple times
I
then with the
rebranded
name.
myself like 3 times. I think my third time was where I got Billy Hendrix. It just rolled and everything. It's just a bunch behind it. But anyways, the first two, I think it was like DJ Billy the Goat, I think.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
Is that where that goat came from? With the
yeah, I
goat?
still use it though. I still use it because it's a symbol, you know. I mean,
Right.
they used to call me my name is Billy for real, so they used to call me Billy Goat
Everybody
when I
gonna
was
say Billy Goat. Like
yeah.
there
Right.
go to Billy
It's
Goat.
just
Yeah.
natural to say that, right?
Yeah,
Right.
seriously. So it's just yeah. I just took time. I say if you take time and think it out, don't rush into it. You'll be a lot more successful in you.
Mhm.
Don't if you really think about is that something you can carry and is it something that when that first initial phase dies down, is it something you can keep going on because it's about longevity. It's not about being up there for 1 second or a couple days or being talked about for a couple
You
days. It's
gotta
about
live with
you
it.
got to live with it, man. You got to live with it every day. And as especially as DJs, I think it's tough. And then I know it's tougher on artists because artists really have an image to uphold from how they dress to how they talk.
Right.
And if with us, it's really the same thing because how we carry ourselves is how people interpret us. And
And they
Exactly.
perceive us.
yeah,
Yeah.
for real. And I mean, they either think they get a good vibe off of us or they can get a bad vibe off of us, and that's really up to us. And that's why we got to carry ourselves in such. I mean, both. I'm not going to just talk about ourselves, but I mean, artists and DJs. We just both have to carry ourselves just to a high standard because you never know who's watching or who you may run into.
That's the key. You
Yeah.
never know who's watching.
Yeah. So
Or
with
who you might inspire too.
or who you right, because you've been inspiring me all day.
Thank you.
I
I
promise.
appreciate that. I'm just glowing with this bright light in front of us.
It's bright
I'm just
light. I'm
glowing
getting the
with this bright
suntan. So what about the part of your like when you designing your logo? Like what should you I know some people like just go to someone like a professional and say, okay, this is who I am. Can you create some? Or some people have like it means something. Like
Right.
everything
Yeah.
in it means something. So what's your take on that?
You
I
want to go? You want to say
I
something?
think it's more genuine when it really means something. And I feel like everything pans out better when you really have something that you could stand on. You know what I mean? I really think that's important. I mean, I could give an example real fast. I mean, just with the Billy Hendrix thing, Jimi Hendrix is,
Right.
could control the crowd with just his guitar. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
the vibes that he gave off as a person too. He was just a great person. And not only him, Future. As for the new generation, Future Hendrix is, I I feel like his energy and his influence on the culture. Is where I picked that up from. And Billy Hendrix. It just all came together, and it was just like that, bang.
It sounds good. I like it. I like
Yeah.
your
So wait, let
vision.
me ask. You got a logo, right?
Yeah.
You created a logo.
Yeah.
How was that process when you created your logo?
With my new logo, it actually there's a few things within my logo that actually have meaning. With the wings, those actually come from. I consider myself just from where I came from and where I grew up. I consider myself a phoenix. Like I rose from the ashes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's what's
those
up.
wings
That's
come
love.
from that metaphor, I guess you can say.
Uh-huh.
And then the crown, I consider myself a king.
Royalty.
I'm a king. I felt like with my clothing brand, I was born royal with a tilted crown.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
That's
feel
lit.
that.
So that's
So
where mine come from.
so when you created that, did you go to the designer and tell them those things, or did they just like present you with that?
I I kind of gave him an idea of how I wanted it, and then he came back with a few different things like that, and then we kind of bounced the ideas back and forth off each other. Shout out to Draz for the creation of my logo too.
Draz,
Dress
Draz always
everywhere.
Draz is
Draz
everywhere.
always
Oh
in.
yeah.
So you getting a lot of good free promo today, bro. We
You're
love you
doing a
though,
lot,
Draz.
man. Because I think about it when I created my logo, I always thought about protecting my people. So
Okay.
that's where I got the shield from.
Okay.
And the colors were always some colors that I liked.
Okay.
Like,
The gray,
the red, the
the brick.
gray,
Right.
and the black. That was just something that I felt about. I knew it would attract people's attention when they saw it. And I just wanted to be that logo to protect my people.
Okay.
That's where I got that from. So
That's dope.
And
I never knew that. So that was kind of
yeah,
and
you
You
hearing
hearing
that was
royalty
kind of
though.
dope
That's
to know the meaning behind some people's logos.
right.
and hearing both of you guys' stories behind it, you could tell how well thought out it was. You know what I
Right.
mean? And that's like why I think it's key for you to really just sit down and
All right,
think.
you want
You
me
know
to
what I
be
mean?
real honest? Like it all came from a car. Like my dad used to drive this Cutlass.
yeah. Let's
Hmm.
hear the real
And the
story.
Yeah.
Cutlass, if you notice, it has a
On the
shield
front.
with like a armor guy on
Uh-huh.
it. And I got an 87
That's the
Cutlass.
old school colors
For
though.
real.
Yeah, I
Right.
got I got
Yeah.
the T-top Cutlass. So I saw that and I was like, man, that shield is raw. So I sent it to my designer and he came up with it and he put the initials in it and all that, made it
Mhm.
reflect. I was like, wow, like me, and I didn't really have to say anything to you, and he just came up with that. So shout out to my boy Joe.
Shout out, shout out.
Shout out. That's what's up. So with the logo, where am I putting my logo?
Boy, everywhere it can be
Everywhere.
seen.
Everywhere. What?
Anywhere and everywhere,
Man,
What?
get
man.
some
If you don't,
stickers,
man, look, if you can
t-shirts,
afford to put it somewhere, put it there.
hats.
I don't care where it is.
When I tell you, now like I saw so many flyers and logos all over the place at South by Southwest. And when I tell you, I mean like all on the ground, on the
Yeah.
walls,
Man.
on the
Yeah.
poles.
See, that's what I hate.
That
I hate to see that.
Bathroom.
That
now
hurts my
look
that
on
hurts
the
my
ground,
heart
right?
because like I'm that guy that was passing out flyers,
No,
and then you
no.
just take
Cause
my
you
flyer and
and
dump
just
them.
threw it on the ground
No,
like
I
it was
feel like
nothing.
this. Some of the ones that were on the ground were like big posters.
But still,
I
people
think
can
people
see them
were
on the
doing
ground.
right. I
Yeah,
think
for
no,
real.
Hey,
real
right.
talk.
Somebody got to clean that up.
Real
All right.
talk. I think it was intentional.
I'm guilty
Seriously.
though. I'm guilty of actually seeing something on the ground and be like, "Oh, I was looking for that." You know, I lost it earlier, and
Oh wait,
I
wait, hold
picked
on.
it
I
up.
got,
And
I
I
got
needed that
one.
number
I
for
done
real.
found a flyer on somebody else's car. It's like, man, I need that. Let me see
Right.
what's going on.
Okay, look. So the thing is, there is this company. I'm not gonna shout them out because we only give free
People
promo
we
to
like.
family, right?
Right, right.
People we like. No, I'm just kidding. No, but there were these people walking around with these big posters on their back,
Okay.
like as like backpacks,
Walking
but like
billboard.
yes, that's what it was, walking billboard, but skinny so that it like
Right.
You
was
can slide through the crowd.
yeah, like the width of your body.
What?
Yes, and they had it on like backpacks,
Okay.
and it was so. I was like, man, but all the people that I guess pay for this, here we go about investing in self. People that pay for this, I like was like, oh,
That was a smart idea. Hold
Smart,
on.
smart,
now,
smart.
I'm sure they picked up quite a few followers on
Can you
IG.
do this for me?
I mean, so I don't know. It's like one of those things where I might, consider investing, trying to get for my artists the next time we go down
Mhm.
South by Southwest. But we
Mm.
never know. But that's just, I know it costs some money though.
Yeah, but if
Yeah,
you got the right connect, it might not cost as
Yeah,
much as you think.
yeah.
yeah, this is true.
And that's about key thing
You got-
about networking.
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
say you got to
there
network
we
to
go.
find that
Because
person.
I'm not
There
gonna
we
lie to
go.
you, I'm going through this process literally like as we speak. I've been in the studio since yesterday at 7 in the morning, and I left to come here. Like, and I've been
You
up.
working?
So I'm
no
working with
sleep.
producers right now that literally I never thought I would ever get a chance to, Cash Clay. He produced Kelly Price on with Migos and Travis Scott on their first Culture album,
Okay.
and that's literally my favorite song on the Culture album. And
Look at how that works.
it's crazy. It's the craziest thing ever. And I just thought about that. It's like, man, what if I never would have thought to work with this artist?
That's that
It
moment,
would have
man.
it would have
Right.
never
You
happened. And
gotta
that's
seize
why
that moment, boy.
you really gotta come in and be aggressive when it comes to networking. Be very aggressive. I mean, don't be
Not
overhounding,
intimidating
not
though.
intimidating, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about as far as just being wanting to talk to people and wanting to,
Wanting to be known.
yeah, for real.
You gotta want somebody to want to get to know you, but you gotta have that persona and that charisma to make people want to follow you and be a part of what you're doing.
Exactly. You gotta leave a lasting impression.
Yeah, make that
Cause
first impression the best
best impression.
impression.
Cause
Always.
some of the people they don't
They don't care.
they don't care, and then they see so many people. Like you bump into so many people.
They walk by like, who
Especially
is this
down there.
dude?
Yeah.
This
Down.
guy ain't nobody. But then when you see him on stage and see him next to the big wigs, you like, wait,
He is
oh
somebody.
man, I should have
Damn.
said hello to him.
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's cool though. It's
It
that
happens.
yeah, it happens. But South by Southwest is a good place for you to build all of these things that you need to build as an independent artist. You know what I mean?
So you need to have your brand before you go to
You
South by
Oh
definitely,
yeah.
Southwest.
man, you definitely need to have that before you go. You need to
Take
be
notes,
laid out.
artists.
Yeah, you need to have it
Don't go
laid
down
out.
there empty
And
handed.
have a game
Seriously.
plan when you going down there.
You go
Like
down
I
there
have.
empty handed, it's a waste of money and a
Oh
waste of
yeah.
time, man.
But
You
I
going
think
down there
that's
with nothing?
anywhere, even with your concerts or your own shows. Like you need to have that promo material outside, or even throw that on when you on stage. Throw it away, give it to people. So after the show, they can go and follow you and know. All right, here go his information. I can find all his music here, or you know what I'm saying. I can go
Hmm.
download it.
Download it or something. What
Do
ab-
that work.
what about well, you can't look at it like it's a waste of money
It's
even if
never a waste.
even if you I mean, I wouldn't say spend your last, but you got to have the
You
budget.
better budget your money.
You need the
Yep.
budget, right?
Definitely.
And that
Budget for
was, I
what you
think, was
need.
that the first show we had? Was
I don't know,
budget?
but it was a big
I think it was the
topic.
second show.
Yeah.
Budget,
It,
budget, budget.
budget.
Yeah, budget. Yeah, budget was
Budget.
the second show. Budget.
But I mean, it could be big or small. You just got to know where you at with it,
Right.
Hmm.
right?
But I mean, just think though, you promote your CD, you put it out there with your brand on it. You only pay about $100. You sell all those CDs for $2.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? You can make your money
you
back.
make your
You
money
right
back.
back.
I mean, it's not a huge win, but a win is a win, man.
And then you
Seriously.
could take that money and create a little budget off of that and save some for something else.
Hmm.
Put it towards your promo, put it towards your travel, do whatever you got to do with that money and keep building your brand.
What about the people around you? How's that gonna
That
reflect
could
on that
definitely
brand?
affect your brand.
Oh,
Let's
Yes.
talk
oh,
about that. Come
oh,
on, Hendrix. Come on, baby
oh.
Hendrix.
Okay, so yeah, I went through something like that where it's just, it's a cloud, it's a dark cloud, and you may not see it at the moment, and but everybody else does. And it may, because you're so deep in it, it takes you a long time to realize, like, man, these people really aren't for me.
Oh,
And
I
that it
felt
hurts
that.
because those
I
those
felt that in
it
my
be
heart.
the ones that you think are your brothers and the ones you were loyal to, you would do anything for, and at the end of the day, they just kick you to the curb like you're nothing.
It's like they use you
Yeah, and
and throw you away.
but I don't feel
Like to
like I'm
get on
used.
or something.
It's not
Like
even to
to
get
get
on.
on.
It's just for social gain and social benefits,
To put
because
themselves
it's
in a
about
better
clout
position.
nowadays. You know what I mean? It's about who you know. And if I could take the people, if we come together and I can take the people that I know and and we could bring them together, yeah. At the beginning, it sounds good, but when you start hitting the clashes, and it's like, oh, if it wasn't for me, or if it was,
Ego.
it's the
Oh
ego
yeah.
thing that comes in, and that's one thing I've never been about. I've been about, in order for a team to win a ring, it has to be about the team from 1 to 15, and that's a basketball team. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody
So
playing their position,
yeah, and
not getting out of line.
it's tough because it'd be the guys you think are the closest to you, you grinded with, and then like that is gone.
So how do you? And I'm glad you brought that up. you've been an inspiration today.
I
To
appreciate
Billy.
you so much.
Ah, we shining over here.
Yeah, I'm just so blessed to be in
It
in
must be
the
the light.
midst of
It's
the
the light.
It must be the light.
inspirational young men. But so how do you break that to the next person?
Oh,
How do you get out of that situation? How
really,
does it go?
for me, I kind of got dropped, and it's just it's gonna happen eventually. Tension, you can really. I know you guys are good at judging.
Yeah.
When you can feel something's off.
Mhm.
Something that someone might say or something. It may not make sense at that moment, but it's gonna nudge you the wrong way. You're gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna watch out for that. Then
Mhm.
later on, it all makes
You
sense.
start
You know what
seeing
I
it.
You
mean?
start seeing
You
it.
see their true colors at the end of the day. Then you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense for him to say what he said then. So it
Right.
was all really what I thought from the beginning,
Right.
So from that moment on, I think separation is elevation, and I'm learning that as we speak. You got to separate from the things that really were holding you down in the beginning, because if you
I'm
don't,
gonna write that down.
yeah,
Oh, that's deep. So do
Separation
you?
is
definitely.
So do
elevation.
you? Do you have a conversation with this person or these people before you cut them off, or you
No, I literally
just
blocked them, all
right?
of that stuff,
Just
got rid of them completely from out, dropped them. I like just dropped them. I needed to drop them,
right. Yeah.
and it's tough. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie to you.
It
If I
is.
if I sat here and was like, oh yeah, it wasn't hard or anything like that, it was hard,
Especially
and
if
it
you rock with them for
and
a
for
while.
real,
Yeah.
and it made me not want to do what I love, But at the end of the day, I knew I had to keep going because there's other things not only for me, but I had other people depending on me. It's just a bunch in it, So you got to really keep going. And one thing I learned also, just to go off of this, you can't let it affect the next person you meet.
Hmm.
You can't you can't just because this person did you wrong,
Doesn't
it
mean that
doesn't mean the
everybody
next
gonna do it
person
right.
will. But it's tough because it's a trust
It's
thing.
hard.
You
Yeah.
It's
got to pay
tough,
It's
man.
attention to
Yeah.
hard.
those
You definitely
signs
got to
of
pay
what
attention.
you
Yeah.
saw before and the negative that came from that. And just kind of, if you see that somewhere else, know that it could happen, but kind of give people the benefit of the doubt
Yeah.
until they show you their real, face,
When
until that
people
mask comes off.
comes off, when
Mhm.
people
Mask
show
off.
you when people show you who they are,
Yeah, pay
believe them.
attention.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know with Billy and Double L, y'all being DJs, I'm pretty sure y'all get a plethora of people always trying to like get on, because I'm gonna get, if I'm with Double L or Billy,
I'm in there.
I'm
Yeah,
in
if
there.
They
you
gonna
I'm
play
gonna
my
get
you
in.
with
music.
double
I'm gonna
L or
get in the
Billy,
Oh
club
yeah,
yeah.
They
free.
gonna put me on the
Oh, put me
radio.
on the radio.
Yeah.
it's
So Double
Man, he
L,
terrible.
gonna
tell
give
us.
me some of his clothes.
Okay.
Chain maybe.
Right.
Man,
Double A, I
Billy
know you
gonna
done
put
had
me
that
over
problem.
here in the
Yeah,
show.
you definitely had that problem, man. Like you said, man, you just have to know. Uh, you just have to weed that out. You have to pay attention to that. And when you see people, you can kind of pick up when they starting to when it's becoming that type of relationship. You
Mhm.
can pick up on that. And when you do, just
Oh,
remove yourself from it. You
Wait,
definitely
disappear.
just
I
nah.
got something to say on this topic, and it's just a simple line. It's biblical, but when you have bad company corrupts good character.
Yep.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Oh
So
yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
you don't want to have those bad characters around you, because then people are going to start seeing you around them and relating your business with those bad
Yes.
characters. So remember that.
And that's something you don't realize at the time when you're in it, because you're like, oh, you think those guys are the haters, you know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
No, they're
You
just
start
hating, but really they're the ones that's telling the truth,
true, right.
Right.
And it's, yeah, man,
And it's a hard feeling when you have to sit back and admit to yourself, like, man, they was right.
it was.
I should have saw
I
that.
literally, how I had to, I going through that, I lost relationships with artists, fell
Right,
out with artists. So there were artists that I had to go back to and apologize and say
right.
I was sorry. I was in the wrong for not,
Mhm.
just because a snake doesn't hiss at you doesn't mean it's not a snake. Just because something he didn't really affect me, but it affected another person that we call a brother in a team.
Right.
It's still bad.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still bad no
It's
matter
still
what.
bad either
And
way.
me saying, "Oh, just because it didn't happen to me, I'm cool." That's not good.
Nah, that's not cool.
And that's when you got to look at yourself and really see. Trust me, it's tough. You
It's
got to
tough.
soul search, and once you release from that,
Yeah.
You
you're
learn.
good.
So that's, that's some good stuff coming from the personal experiences. That's the personal experiences are your life experiences, and then you learn from them. And look,
Well, it builds us.
you gotta grow from it. You know what I'm saying? Makes you who you are. You know.
Right.
So we're
True.
gonna take a little break. We're gonna bring in
We got to break y'all off with some music.
music. Yeah, give you a little something. Who we got, double?
We're gonna go ahead and drop that the bully game.
Yes,
Drop his joint right
Bully
quick.
Gang, another
Bully
Trust the
Gang.
Process artist. Bully Gang.
Here we go.
Fatality.
All day, I told my mama to pray for me. See all these niggas, they got hate for me. All of these things like it's slavery, and I'm about to go like a bakery. This not a game, don't play me. We not the same, so you ain't me. This not a game, don't play me. We not the same, so you ain't me. It's homicide whenever we roll, so you know I gotta keep a pole. We was serving on the road, Pyrex still on the stove. You ain't me. You ain't me. Yeah. I'm the one and you ain't me. I'm the one that you can't be. Play with keys like I'm Ray Charles. Fuck all y'all know they can't see. All this whips like it's slavery. I'm ballin' coast like I'm A-free. Just stay in your lane, see it's not a game. I told that you can't play me. Cause we been poppin' and ain't no stopping, we don't go. On the block with all my woes with the Glocks. And she gon' fuck me on the low. Cause she know I get the dough. And she know that I'm headed to the top. I told that bitch don't play with me. She know that I keep it A with me. I got some killers that stay with me, and I got some killers that spray with me. You ain't me. You ain't me. I told my mama to pray for me. See all these niggas, they got hate for me. All of these things like it's slavery, and I'm about to go like a bakery. This not a game, don't play me. We not the same, so you ain't me. This not a game, don't play me. We not the same, so you ain't me. It's homicide whenever we roll, so you know I gotta keep a pole. We was serving on the road, Pyrex still on the stove. You ain't me. You ain't me.
Yo,
All
yo.
right, we're back.
What up? What up, though?
You are
What's going
tuned
on?
in to the Come Clean Takeover Radio Show with the Cleanup Squad,
Yep.
blasting you here on IntellectualRadio.com and WNRV Nerve DJs 108.1.
Come clean or don't come at all.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what's up? We're talking about building our brand. So just for those that just joined us or whatever, want to do a quick recap. We got a interview coming in a few minutes. So before that happens, let's talk about a few things.
Uh-oh, I hear the phone line
Uh-oh.
ringing.
Well, maybe
I
not.
hear the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, caller, what's up? You on the line.
Who we got?
Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's easy. I'm calling from Houston.
Oh, what's up?
H-Town.
What up, Easy?
Easy.
Easy in the house.
Easy. What's going on?
What's
Yo,
up,
What's
Easy?
happening? What's happening?
Okay.
How you doing out there in H-Town?
Man, it's lovely, man. We out here chilling, man, getting it cracking.
We got Easy on the line right now from Trust the Process. He's the CEO, the head man in charge.
Oh yeah.
So what's up, Easy? What y'all doing out there right now?
Right now, we finna meet Jay at Rapalot, and then we finna shoot out to his ranch and mess around out there for a little bit before we go out and turn up the city tonight. And then tomorrow the block party. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it cracking there in Fifth Ward. Just down here connecting the dots, putting the process in its proper perspective.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That
So
sounds like some good work.
Ooh,
Oh,
man.
So you got your artists, y'all doing a little play and y'all doing a little work, huh?
Yeah. We mostly doing all work though. We playing at night, but during the day we getting no sleep. We doing all work. They in the studio right now, putting in work. So you know, I'm riding. I had to go to the gas station. You know what I'm saying? The gas us because we finna shoot out, and I want to be ready. You know, Jay want us to meet him at Rapalot so we can be ready.
Okay, so what can we expect from Trust the Process?
our number hot new artists is coming out, man. We got everybody, man. We got man, we the modern day Death Row, you might well say, because everybody on here is going bananas, man. And what we trying to do, like I said, is bring these independent artists from all over the country, you know what I'm saying? Help everybody, you know, the people that can't be heard, we need voice now, you know what I'm saying? We do this underground distribution, you know, and you know, just bring everything. We bring the industry to the streets, not the streets to the industry.
Wow.
Okay, that's what's up. So
Yeah, I like that.
that's unheard of. What made you come with that?
Well, you know, me and Jay, you know, I went out there on his island with him for about a week meditating, and, you know, he had me out there. I was wondering what he was doing, but he was having me get inside myself. So
He was
you know, I
molding
said
you.
out there. Yeah. We had to go out there, and then, like I said, Dave Mays from the Source magazine, he was out there with me, and we just all sat out there, and, you know, he was telling me a lot of different things about, you know, because, you know, he'd been through the industry for forever. He knew everybody and what was going on and how they got to where they need to go, and, you know, bad deals people did, and we need to have more control of our music. So I want people to control have their own destiny. So 20 years, 30 years from now, they still eating off their music, instead of somebody else eating off their music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
key.
big right there.
Yeah.
Shout out to you for that.
Okay. So what about your projects? What kind of projects you got coming out?
Right now, we got Trust the Process Volume 1 about to drop. I just dropped a video on my page, Family First, on Easy Street. You know, we need people to go out there to support the website, you know, YouTube page, and, you know, just support the movement, what we got going on. And so we can help others, because the bigger we get, the bigger everybody's going to get. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to open the doors for everybody. So a lot of these places, they ain't trying to give these independent artists a chance. And there's a lot of dope people out here. They just ain't got no network to get their stuff heard. So that's what we trying to do. We're not what we trying to do. That's what we doing.
Making it happen.
Together, and we making it happen. And all you got to do is trust the process. You trust the process, and you will win.
Hey, you got to
Most
come with some
definitely.
good music though too. You got to have that content.
Yeah. You definitely got. But what I'm trying to tell people is, it's more to it than just good music.
Yeah.
If you got good music and you trust the process, let me make sure I say that you got to have good music. There's so many things out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want people to think you can just come up with anything and we can make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? The product got to speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how we coming. Our product speaks for us. You know, the people we got right now can stand up against anybody in the industry. And out the industry.
Yeah, that's tough.
Up.
That's real
I
tough.
feel that.
We know you and Jay together, you guys are always about the community and cleaning up the streets and helping these young people get on the right path. You also have something else going on. You want to tell us a little bit about the Big Homies Club?
Oh yeah, the Big Homies Club, that's my baby. That's more important than anything to me. Big Homies Club is an organization geared toward building entrepreneurs amongst its members, as well as giving back to the community. It's in the college.
Okay.
Yeah, that's love.
I had the pleasure of coming down to your mentor session. You have a house full. Is that always?
Yeah. Excuse me, I was getting paying for the gas. You say,
okay, I was saying I had the pleasure of coming down to your mentoring session here in Chicago, and I was saying you had a house full. Is that how it always is?
Yeah. We definitely keep a house full. Sometimes when I don't announce it, people that I'm having it, but I always have people there. But we definitely have a house full, because we try to let these young brothers know, get them a sense of direction, and let them know that it ain't, you know, that there's other ways that they can do it besides, you know, killing each other and stuff, because we can't keep killing each other, man. Y'all want to talk about the music and the violence, you know, through the music. Yeah, we can do that, you know what I'm saying? Because music is like art. It tells stories, but that don't mean go out and do it for real. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's we got to put emphasis on these young brothers and sisters doing this music. Let them know it's just an art, man. You don't have to live up to what you're saying. You're just telling what you see and what you've been around. So we trying to get them to understand that the only people can save us is us, because we saving us from us.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, nobody mess with us. Only people mess with us is us.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Don't no white people coming in our neighborhoods mess with us. It's us coming in our neighborhoods mess with us. You know what I'm saying? They safe where they are. It's us messing with us. So, ain't nobody gonna save us from our condition. If we want our condition to change, then we need to be the change. That
We gotta be that change. Talk to him easy.
That's what's up. Yeah, I saw you had a really good post on Facebook, a video that you put up. It was powerful. It didn't went viral already. So that's what's up. We appreciate you, Easy. Before we let you get out of here, our topic for today is building your brand. You want to give us a quick little tidbit on how you want to help your artists build their brands?
Yeah,
or the importance of it?
Yeah, the importance of building your brand is it's different ways you eat. You know what I'm saying? Your brand is who you are. Your brand is what you represent. So you want to make sure your brand is represented right. So you want to eat off your brand. Everything is marketable. So all the different, parables you can get, from T-shirts to hats to all type of hoodies and ink pens, belts, everything. You can get all those things made and sell those things to build your revenue to help you do your whatever it is you're trying to do with your music. We don't have to go through all that. And then we have places like, the spot we got, with the sister on the phone, she says she can better explain to you, but we're gonna be bringing, we do everything, so we're gonna have, help people build their brands. And once we help you build your brand, you should be able to build your music even better. If your brand is big, your music gonna be even heard even more. So the brand building is very important.
Visibility.
Well, we appreciate you and we thank you. We know you got your hands full with all those young fellas out there. And we just want to wish you luck and thank you for calling in. We appreciate you.
All right. Much love, everybody.
All right. Trust the process, baby.
All right.
For sure. Trust the process. Yep.
All right. Thank you. That was easy. That's
easy.
Stuff, right?
In the building.
They down there working in the H-Town, huh?
They down there working. And
Next
once
to
again,
Jay
you on the
Prince.
Come Clean Takeover Show. Listen, we bringing you some good stuff right here on IntellectualRadio.com and WNRV Nerve DJs 108.1. Feeding your brain, your mind, your soul.
Seriously.
Helping you build.
Giving y'all that knowledge, boy.
Trying to, at least.
Putting y'all on. Y'all better listen.
Man, easy, boy. That's a heavy brother.
Yeah.
Man, he on what do you say? An island with Jay Prince?
Oh yeah.
What?
So that's how. So Jay,
that's how they get down in Houston.
That's what he do. That's what he does. His like closest friends. Like Easy is one of his closest friends. You take him whenever he's ready to get you into your zone where you need to be. He's in you. He's like the Zen master.
He like Phil Jackson over there.
Phil Jackson, right?
Phil Jackson of the music business.
Man, that's a good coach to have, man. I'm glad we could talk to people like that. That's next to those guys.
So what did y'all take away from that interview?
Man, trust.
A lot, man. It's about the culture. It's about, in order for any of this to change, it starts with the kids. It starts with the younger kids. To break the cycle, you got to start somewhere, and it's better to start at the bottom going up than trying to start at the top, because a lot of the adults, they're grown. They're not going to want to listen, But if we can start with the kids, and let these kids start influencing, more positive things, I think
I'm a one up on you on that. I think we got to start with ourselves. Like once we start with ourselves and we be that change, then the kids will see us. And if kids, they will imitate everything that adults do. Like they will try and talk like you. They will try and walk like you. They'll try and dress like you. You know what I'm saying? So we have to make sure that we represent ourselves. Like he said, you're representing your brand when you do whatever it is that you do. So just if we start representing ourselves, I think other people will start seeing that and want to represent themselves well too. How y'all feel about it?
Definitely, you're right, because
yeah, you can say that.
You're right though, because it's like you said. I'll take, for instance, my son. Literally, I gotta watch everything I do around.
Yeah, you can't say nothing wrong, because you say that they will repeat that in front of everybody. You like, where you get that from?
Usually his demeanor, right? His demeanor and how he walks and everything. Kids really at a young age. So imagine when they get to 6 or 7, 8, what they're picking up, and it's amazing at the same time. It's sad because some of the stuff that they're picking up is just terrible,
right?
So like you said, it does start with ourselves. So it starts with making a change that's good for us. And once you do that, like I said, you can't help anyone until you help yourself. And I'm a firm believer in that. You can't do anything to anyone. You can't say anything to anyone unless you're doing it, or you're at least making an effort. A true effort, not just you know what I mean? Yeah.
You gotta get your morals in order.
Yeah.
Cause you gotta not just help yourself, but you gotta have the mentality like, okay, I'm getting better so that I can make the next person better.
Right.
Remember
You know
your why.
next person, right? The why.
The why.
Yeah.
And whatever
That's
it is,
big.
keep that right there. Even if you got to get a tattoo of it, I don't care. Remember it, because the moment you lose grasp of that, you're gonna lose yourself, and you're gonna lose everything that
You'll
comes
fall
with it.
for
Your
anything.
brand will fall.
Yeah.
Literally.
You get
Yeah.
suckered.
Yeah.
Suckered.
You gotta keep that brand alive.
Yeah.
So some
Sound like we got a call
a
coming in.
caller.
Gotta make it quick.
Yeah,
This
make it
sound
quick.
like, yo, caller, what's up? Who is this? Where you calling from?
This is Chill.
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 What's up,
Good,
Chill?
man.
What's happening, bro?
Chill, you got 2 minutes. That's
All
all we
right, I
got
just
left.
want to say I love you guys, man. You're doing a great job, and it's going down.
All right.
Yeah.
Trust the
Yeah.
process, huh?
Thank you,
TDP.
Come
Chill.
clean. What's up? What's going down?
Chill, what you got going on?
Yeah.
Give us a little scenario real quick, a little synopsis of
We know you got something up your sleeve.
Okay, well, basically, we just inked a deal with Jablu House, Sony Records, Sony Orchard is what it's called, a
Okay.
division of Sony Records, and for distribution. So, we're going to be putting together some events around the country on a project that we're actually going to release through the Sony machine.
Okay.
So that's
Man,
so
that's
that's
amazing.
real exciting.
That's some
You
work
know,
right
and
there.
oh yeah, you know what I mean. So with that, along with our Trust the Process Rap-A-Lot brand, I think it's safe to say that we about to do some damage.
the takeover. The takeover.
Take
It's the
over.
takeover.
Come
Take over.
clean.
Take over.
Well,
The
we
takeover.
appreciate appreciate you calling in and checking on us and leaving your baby, which is the radio show, in our hands. We appreciate that.
We taking care of it
It's
though.
it's our radio show.
Okay. All right.
Our radio show.
Yes.
You
All
know, because
right.
I couldn't do it without y'all.
Thank you,
We
Chill.
We
appreciate that,
appreciate you,
Chill.
man, for real.
All right, Chill. Well, we'll shout at you later, big bro.
All right.
Okay.
All right, then y'all be good.
All right,
Alright.
peace.
So, that was a surprise. Did you know he was calling?
I-
us?
Nah.
I
No
had
clue.
no idea.
I looked and I said,
you saw-
"Oh, I
That
know who
number
that
was
is."
familiar.
That number.
For real.
That's what's up.
Speaking of that, shout out to Sean G too, the guy who
Yeah,
Sean
other
Sean
part
G
of
out
the
there.
cleanup squad who couldn't be here.
Yeah, he working.
Yeah.
He working.
Everybody working. Like we just
crazy.
have to be blessed that we have a nice little crew.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
so when
Dope.
everybody's doing different things, it's amazing, but it's a blessing.
It's a
At the same
team.
time.
It's a
You
team.
You can't
like,
get stressed because you're blessed, man.
No.
Seriously, as much.
It is.
Yeah,
Dude.
it really is.
You gonna stop hitting us with these
nah, give it to him. Give it to him. Really keep giving it to them. They need all of it. They need it.
I got them for days, man.
You
Man,
do.
I see.
We appreciate
Oh wait,
it.
hold on. We got somebody. Man, it's a hotline.
What's this?
I don't
Call
know,
it
but
now.
hold on. We about to see. Caller, what's up? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up? What's up? It's Mama Dub calling in.
Oh, Mama Dub, what's up?
Teacher.
Wouldn't be a show without Mama Dub. Hey, Mama Dub.
want to say shout out to y'all.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you so much.
We
Mama
appreciate
Dub.
you
Appreciate you.
calling in.
Hey, you got a fan club over here.
This
I
is
like
his
that.
brand. This is his brand. He branding.
That's
Thank
what's
you,
up.
Mama
Lurk
Dub,
life.
for
What's
calling
up, y'all?
I got the grandkids today.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, so they not here on the show.
in. Okay.
They driving you
But-
crazy over there. They taking care of you.
Oh no, they good.
All right, that's what's
The
up.
topic of today.
Mine.
Branding.
The topic y'all speaking on of today.
Yes.
I really, really do appreciate that. It's very encouraging. First of all,
come on, Mama.
You got 30 seconds, Mom. Come on.
You got 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, you what you said make a whole lot of sense, because who will be your advertisement but you?
Exactly. Thank
I'm
you, Mama.
just not starting to really be motivated as I need to be to advertise my own line when I make my own outfit.
Yep.
To wear, so people say, "Who made that?" I say, "I did," and then somebody else wants something made. But yeah, that's very encouraging to know. You got to be your best brand.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank
Be
you,
your best
Mama.
advertisement.
Mama
Glad
Double
you
L.
finally getting it together.
A wonderful job.
Keep
Yes.
working,
Thank you,
Mama.
thank you.
Keep doing what you do.
Keep working. I'm gonna have to get an outfit from you.
Plug in as much as I can for a lot of the different shows that come up.
Okay.
Y'all doing a great job.
All right. Thank you,
We
Mom. Thank you
appreciate
for
you,
calling
Mom.
in.
Thank you for calling in.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Ooh, Mama Duck.
Boy, your mama
Okay.
got so
All
much
right,
love for
y'all.
us.
Listen, that's the end of our show already.
What?
Man,
Yes.
that went
That's a
fast.
show?
So I'm gonna leave y'all. We gonna thank you all for tuning in on Come Clean Takeover
Yeah,
Show
shout out to
on
everybody that tuned in.
IntellectualRadio.com and WNRV Nerve DJ Station 108.1. We love y'all. I'm your girl L Boogie, the Green Eyed Bandit.
It's the kid DJ Double L.
It's your boy, Devin J.
And it's your boy DJ Billy Hendricks, man. You
And
know what it
we-
is.
Yeah,
The
you know,
Cleanup
squad.
Squad.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
Don't forget to follow us on IG too.
Yeah.